Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And let's just talk about how much we got duped by the French. We got duped. I like to think Kylian Mbappe himself also got duped by this French team. These guys were super flashy. We got Dembele, big name, might even win the Ballon d'Or this year. That was the conversation. Kylian Mbappe had the crazy season personally, right? Not team, obviously. So for him, he really needed this World Cup. Olise. Olise, we're talking about a player who Madrid is about to break the bank, break the transfer window. We're talking about $200 million price tag here. What happened? Barkley, what happened? Chouameni, what happened? Kunde. Saliba even got hurt, but come on. Upamecano, what happened? We have been duped. This French team has performed marvelously, and they have Kylian Mbappe in the helm, and then you have Olise right behind him, and the connection between them throughout the tournament has been outstanding to say the least. So when they were coming into this game playing against Spain, I said it. I mean, obviously, if you know, you know. I love the Spaniards, obviously, simply because, this is basically Barcelona. I support Barcelona. So the Spanish team, I always wanted them to win the whole thing. I think they're good enough to win the whole thing, but I never in my life thought they would be this dominant against this French side. French side, like I said, were the favorites. We should have took the the hearing that we got from Kylian. He said it. He said, yes, I think everybody thinks we're the favorites. We definitely have the talent, but we need to just wait on that. We have to actually deliver. And that's one thing they didn't do, that they didn't deliver. This game was so masterclass performance. Everybody's like, all right, just give them the trophy. It felt like the French were just completely in disbelief. It felt like it was the same situation at the last World Cup final when they were playing against Argentina. Now, the difference is they came back. Argentina gave them the hope with that penalty to come back. Spain gave them no hope. Spain gave them absolutely no hope, I tell you, okay? We're talking about a team who really took less shots and even had less shot on goal, okay? Still, the other side didn't score one goal. We should have known this, obviously, simply because Spain only conceded one goal before this game. So, yes, the golden boy on the other side, the guy who's trying to get the golden boot, which still has a chance, really, if he scores one or two goals against England. But that's here or there. The day they really needed him, he didn't perform. It's not just him. Not a single Frenchman was up to par. We're talking about a game where Olise got subbed out. Saliba got hurt. Yes, he got hurt. And No. Don't let them escape. Spain has clicked, guys. Rodri is back. Rodri is back to his prime. We got Busquets back in his prime. This guy is Busquets and Xavi combined. That's the talent he has. And then you have Fabio Ruiz, and then you have Omar in the middle. Lamar on the left. Even Alex, this kid, even he is stepped up. Okay? We're not even missing, what's his name? Look at this, Nico Williams. Look at Nico Williams. What's his name is what are we saying? Pedri was just an add-on into this game. That's how good the Spanish team was. So truly, I think everybody should be apologizing to the Spanish. I like to apologize to the Spanish. And I like to say the French, I can't believe they did this to us. They duped us. Didier Deschamps, this is his last World Cup. Well, tomorrow is his last World Cup game. Regardless, okay, this is his last World Cup. He's resigning. It's about to be Zidane era. What does Zidane era going to look like? Is there going to be identity in French? Because for the longest time, it's always been they just have the talent. They have so much talent that eventually it'll work out. They've been playing that for a long time. You could say it works, but it doesn't work when you really need it to work. You know what works? Tactic, plan, philosophy. That's something the Spanish have and Argentina has that The Germans are lost it. They used to have it. They lost it. They're trying to find it as well. The Italians used to have it. They lost it. They're trying to find it. Portugal, they had it one time, and then they lost it again. So you have such a big teams who are in the talent era, like the Portugal. They are in the talent era, but there's no tactic. There's no philosophy. The two teams about to play in the final are the only two teams with solid philosophy. If someone tells you how does Spain plays, you know, tiki-taka all day. How does Argentina play? Lionel Messi style. Lionel Messi. Give the ball to Messi, and we're good. We're going to the final. And those two strategies work. Great philosophy. One philosophy, tiki-taka. The other philosophy is Lionel Messi. I'm only saying this for Argentina because when you're a country like Argentina, have a player like Messi, do you really need a philosophy? Your philosophy is simple as this. They had their philosophy forever. Soccer is a religion. We had the greats here. We expect nothing but great. And that's it. That's their philosophy. We have great players. We have the greatest players in the game ever played. For you to put on this jersey like these players, you better perform until you die. And that's pretty much how they perform. These guys will absolutely work themselves to death until the end. Now, I said Brazil was the Real Madrid of the World Cup. If Argentina wins the World Cup, that title completely changes. Argentina takes that title simply because the last two World Cup, back-to-back World Cups, they performed like Madrid. This is a team that it doesn't matter how many times you stab them. They just don't die. They never die. Think about when all these goals have came. They never die. They literally get the other team's fan base excited. You know, oh my God, we're about to take them out. How many times we have, there's literally endless of videos of people celebrating. Finally, this guy can go home. Like, we're done with it. The hate watch has been absolutely terrible for people this year. One of the worst generational hate watch. That's what I'm talking about. Generational hate watch. Anyway, I'm going to go to the Argentina and England game, but just to finish this off, the best team came through. The way Spain was playing, it was absolutely bonkers. When you have Rodri is the cleanup crew and the aggressive guy in there. And then you have Fabian Ruiz, he's also a cleanup, and he can score goals. And then you have Olmo, he's the one who creates the passes, and he also scores goal. And then whenever one of these guys get tired, you get Pedri in there, who basically controls the tempo of the game. These guys have unlocked the midfield. And I told you, and that's where all the brain's at. Rodri's perfectly fine. He's back from the surgery, and he had a very wobbling season. But this is the best I've seen Rodri. Rodri is back, guys. Rodri is back. This just means they can recycle their classic midfielders. So the fact that people are saying that Spain is going to win this whole thing just from watching this game the way they did France, yeah. I mean, there's no complaint. Of course. I agree. I agree. This is insane. This Spanish team might win another one or two more. The next Euro, the next World Cup. That's what I mean. That's how much powerful they are. Because all these guys are young. They're going to be playing together for another decade. So we'll see how the French come back, but this is obviously very sad. I don't think they were listening what these Spaniards were saying on the interviews, talking about, you know, we beat them already. You know, they're not even real Frenchmen. None of that got to them. I think these French just think they're better than everybody, and they think their shit don't stink. That's what they think. They finally realize they shit stink. Stinks. What is it? Stinks, and then they go clean it up. Maybe Zidane can come and clean it up for them. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the favorites are out. You got Spain coming through. And then on the other side, we have Argentina coming through against England. You know, the English were very, very cocky about this. You know what I mean? As they were saying, what they said? We said they're going to, this is nothing. This Argentina team, we're gonna bust them 2-0. You know what I mean? They were getting some of them bought their tickets to the final before even the game. And then for Argentina's side, they're listening to all this, obviously, and they're taking this personal. They're looking for something. They're already bringing the Falkland Islands into this conference. I don't even know why they're doing that. They're still holding on to that, okay? They're bringing that injustice. And then their little spot they have about the last time they played against each other with Simeone and David Beckham, sending him off with a red card. And then you go back to Maradona, hand of God. All this was playing in Argentina's mind. It was not playing in England's mind. For England, they just got a new coach. They didn't even think they could get this far. The fact that they're here this far, and they have the chance to go to the final of the World Cup in over 60 years, that's all they were thinking about. Let's just win this game and let's go to the final and bring this home. The way they perform against the Aztecs in Mexico, they're assuming if we can get out of that, it's going to be a walk in the park. They're forgetting the golden rule of the World Cup. The way you perform that game, there's no guarantee that you'll be performing the same way in the next game. Specifically, this England team. You need winners. You need experience. This all started off from who he picked. Instead of picking Cole Palmer, okay, he picked Anderson. I get it. New talent. You got to get him. I get it. But how could you not get Cole Palmer? It made no sense. And then Trent Alexander. To this day, I don't understand why they couldn't get Trent Alexander. Think about how bad he was performing defensive-wise in Liverpool, and he still got one of the biggest moves in his career to go to Madrid. What does that tell you? What did the Madrid see that Tuchel couldn't see? Madrid is one of the best clubs in the world. So those two made no sense. And then you put Phil Foden. Bro, let's hear what the boys from Talk Sports, see what was their reaction, okay? Let's take a listen.
Oh, here we go. I told you, mate. I've told you it's coming. I told you, Jace, it's been coming for 15 minutes, mate. I told you it's been coming for 15 minutes. You can't play like this. You cannot play like this against Argentina. They will not quit. They will not quit. It's a terrible, terrible decision for Thomas Tuchel. It's a terrible decision for Thomas Tuchel. We retreated way too early. Way too early. We could have had Rashford. We could have had Saka. We had so much more to give in this game. And we just retreated. It's a terrible decision. This is what he's brought in for. To get this decision right. Oh my God. We're out. We're out. We're out. It's the worst decision ever. It's a sackable offence. Argentina have won it in the 92nd minute. It's a shocking, shocking decision. Thomas Tuchel, you should be embarrassed. Sack him. Sack him. Sack him. Sack him now. Embarrassing. We're out. How can he make that decision? How can you make that decision with 25 minutes to go? He's all over the place. He's absolutely bottled it. And we're out of the World Cup because of Thomas Tuchel.
Okay. No. We gotta get one more. And this is the best one. This is the best. Hold on. Give me 1 second. We're gonna get one more. Okay, just two more. We're gonna get two more because these reactions are so good. They're so good. Okay.
Goal. There it is. It's been coming. Idiots. Absolute fucking idiots. Idiots. Fucking idiots. Literally what somebody said in the chat. What did somebody say in the chat? We've opened the door to a fucking lion. We're meant to be the fucking lion. We're the pussycat dolls lifting up our skirts and dancing saying come in. Fucking idiots. Idiots. Fucking idiots. I have never seen such shit approach to being 1-0 up against the team of my fucking life. You fucking morons. They've literally had 3 sitters and we do that. Fucking idiots. Probably the worst. Totally fucking stupid.
That's the first goal. The second goal they even had.
And now we're full of fucking. And now we've got a pitch full of defenders.
What is he typing? What are you typing, bro?
Absolutely fucking stupid. I can't explain how fucking stupid that is. Stupid.
Oh, God. No, it's not over yet.
They've absolutely fucking bottled it. Absolutely fucking bottled it. I just can't explain to you how moronic this whole, since we scored the goal, how moronic this is.
Oh,
I'm
God.
absolutely gutted. But you know what? Fair play to Argentina. They've had about 4 big chances because we're fucking stupid. I thought we sacked Southgate. I thought we fucking sacked Southgate. What a bunch of... Oh, I just want this over now. It's embarrassing. Just end it.
Did it score yet?
There it is.
Oh.
If I could stop the stream, I would, but it's not respectful.
It's not respectful. He's right. Oh, stay strong, man. Stay strong.
I'd sack this fraud.
Sack this fraud. What is he typing? What is he typing again? Sack this fraud. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. He's...
Fair play to Argentina. I mean, fair play. I can't... I watch a lot of football. I'm passionate about England, but fair play to Argentina. I mean...
Oh, God.
I don't know whether Tuchel's got, you know... maybe it is sabotage. I don't fucking know. I genuinely don't know.
Yo. Listen, they have absolutely lost their mind. All right, the last one I'm going to show you is Speed. Everybody knows Speed is a huge... well, I don't even know how much he really knows about soccer, but I know he's a huge Ronaldo fan, and maybe that is getting him into soccer, you know, because he's been everywhere. So he's at the World Cup. So, well, he was supporting Ronaldo, and then Ronaldo went out, and he's doing everything he can to not see, obviously, Argentina win the World Cup. So he's been just constantly trying different tactics to try to curse Argentina, and it's not been working. So this is him just basically, at this point, he gave up.
Listen, bro, I tried this whole World Cup. I tried this whole World Cup. Messi somehow made it to the World Cup final. I've been to every game. I tried to distract them. Supported the other team. I supported them. I did backflips. I did barks. I did everything in a book you can ask for.
I did barks.
So Argentina versus Spain, all right? It is what it is. We can't do anything about it. We just gotta hope Spain just delivers, bro. That's the only thing. Lamine Yamal, brother. You got a lot of weight on your shoulders.
Lock in.
Lamine Yamal, this message is for you. Lock in! Please! Por favor, Lamine. Por favor. Lock in, brother. Yo hablo español. Lock in. Bueno, Lamine Yamal.
Bueno.
Por favor.
Please.
That's my message. Don't play, Lamine. Just go. Just win. Win against Argentina World Cup final, Lamine. Please. Please, Lamine. Please, Lamine. Save me, Lamine Yamal. Save me. Save me from disaster. I can't deal with this with another year. If Messi win the World Cup again, I don't know what I can say as a Ronaldo fan. I can't say anything. I can't say nothing.
He's right.
So Lamine Yamal,
He's so right.
save us Ronaldo fans.
Dude, I think I watched that probably like 50 times. It's so funny. I'm crying right now. Oh my God. So you can blame Tuchel all you want. I think it's 50-50. I think you can blame Tuchel for doing that sub. The sub kind of just breaks the player's mind. You know, you bring in more defensive players in instead of telling them like, hey, I'm going to put some forward in there. At least take out the forwards and put in more forwards, because that kind of puts the mindset on this team. They're like, yo, this guy's trying to win. We're not trying to be back here like that. But if you're putting more defense in to substitute, it just makes it seem like, I mean, it's to the point that we're Donald Trump. Yo, Trump said, I didn't understand why he would have Harry Kane play a striker, play a defender. That's how much this tactic, it's not even tactic, it's just that this part where I disagree that it was a tactic. Yes, he made some questionable subs to where it would make it seem as though that he was mainly focused on defending. But you could also talk about these players. Look at what he picked. Like I was saying, he left all the guys who create something in the middle. Instead, he went on getting Declan Rice, Anderson, and Bellingham. There was also a point where Bellingham was not going to make it. And we thought that was bonkers. But give credit to England supporters. They gave Tuchel the chance. They didn't complain about all these guys that he didn't pick, even though a lot of people had their reservation about it. It happened, and so just imagine all those people who are upset about all the choices that he's been making as he comes here, and then he makes this choice to go out the way they did. I mean, the 2 goals came, like the last 10 minutes of the game? Not even 10 minutes of the game. So it's very hard for me to blame Tuchel for 10 minutes of the game. Okay, let's just say even they started defending way too early in the game. But Harry Kane himself said, the instruction was that we're supposed to go forward. The instruction says you might want to go forward, but the sub says, we're going to defend this goal, guys. We got to defend it. Like I was talking about the midfield, Tuchel's style focused on very dynamic play. Instead of being creative like the Spaniards, they were very more direct. If you had Cole Palmer, Phil Foden in that middle with Jude, it would have been perfect. It would have been a lot more creative midfield. But it wouldn't be a lot more defensive, okay, more clean. Now, Declan Rice and this Anderson, the English like to hype stuff up, man. These guys, both of them, are very much engine players, but they're not technical players, in my opinion. I don't think both of these guys are technical players. If there was a dire time, I don't think these are the 2 midfielders that they're going to make crazy play. They might make a crazy defense midfield stuff. For example, it was the last game. Declan Rice was playing. I believe they put him at the right back. What does that tell you? The guy is more back-minded than forward-minded. But if you have Phil Foden or Cole Palmer, both of those guys are going forward. And then you have Bellingham there. Oh, my God. The creativity that would have been going on there, and they just didn't have it. These guys are not creative. So they're not creative, and a lot of these players they're not good enough, in my opinion. You know what I mean? They're just not good enough, and I just don't think these guys can handle the pressure. And that's something that they all have to accept, that this team is just not a team that can handle pressure. Should Tuchel be sacked? I don't care. Do whatever you want. I don't even think he's that of a good coach, regardless. I don't even know how he's getting these jobs. Okay? But just solely blame it on him, that's not fair at all. You got to blame the players. Where's Bellingham? Bellingham disappeared. He should have never said anything to Lionel Messi, that's for sure. Why would you say anything to Lionel Messi? Even me, I like the fact that Bellingham is very much cocky, kind of knows that he is good, you know what I mean? And he carries himself very well. But there's another side to these players like this. Their ego in the field is just outrageous. So he forgot that he was talking to the King of Kings, okay? He doesn't know that players, for years, they're like, when I play against Lionel Messi, I don't even say anything to him. I don't try to upset him. Because if you upset him, that's when he wakes up. Bellingham literally upsetted him. I think after the game, they asked him, like, hey, what was that little conversation you and Messi had? He's like, no, I was just like, hey, man, the foul, it's not going to hurt you. You're a big guy. You'll be fine. And I think Messi took that offense. And then after that conversation they had, Lionel Messi wins the game. I like to think Jude has learned his lesson that you're talking to the great, bro. Who do you think you're talking to? Remember Rodri was doing this? Who just because you play for Madrid, who do you think you're talking to? That's what Lionel Messi basically told him. So I think England just need a little wake up call. I think they're the second most expensive team in this tournament. Argentina is the 7th, even with Lionel Messi in there. That being said, okay, that's too much pressure for these guys. There's too many people watching, too many eyes, to the point that even the Germans, there was a conversation that when they were going on penalty, there was players so they were like, nah, I'm not taking that penalty. Dude, you do it. Because they were all afraid the backlash they were going to receive when they go back home. England's kind of the same thing. I think the pressure of winning this and going to the final, oh my God, is just not in these guys' heart. And they just didn't deserve it. That's it. They just didn't deserve it. And also you got to add on to the point that like everybody, who's everybody? The Irish are so happy. The Northern Ireland, they're happy. Everybody's happy. All except England. Except England. Am I happy they lost? Of course. I wanted Argentina to come through, obviously. I wanted this to happen. Guys, this is literally the best final. This is the best final ever, okay? But anyway, I talked enough. We'll talk more about the final tomorrow. Bye-bye.